All right, Uncle Dave fans, this is just going to be a real short video. It's from Bar Harbor, Maine. We're going out with Acadian Nature Cruises. It's a sunset cruise. It was cloudy. We didn't get a lot of sunset, but we did get the cruise in. You're going to see there's some harbor porpoises in here. There is some harbor seals in here. And of course, just the absolutely beautiful scenery along the bluffs. It is October. You can see the leaves are changing. And if you look close, you might even see where Uncle Dave captures a ghost. They talk about it on the tour, but they said not a lot of people see it. But if you watch close, you will see the ghost in this video. All right, let's go ahead and get on board the Acadian and get all set for a sunset nature cruise. It's going to take about 3 hours. We're going to head out of the harbor here. We're going to cruise around the islands here and see what we can see. All right, let's go. As we're going along, it is October, and of course the leaves are changing, and it was just a breathtaking ride to go out along there. But it is October, and it was chilly. We put our hoods up and had an extra layer, but prepare for that if you go out there. Just sometimes it can be a little cool, especially there in October. But like I said, it is October. It is beautiful. Uncle Dave fan, these are harbor seals here in that area, and they're there, I guess, pretty much all year round. Leave the harbor seals for now and go ahead and go along the bluffs, and we'll start going along here. It is just amazing to see the years, the erosion, and how it's all went along. It's just amazing how the caves, the little gouges are back in there, and you can just tell. I mean, if you can see the skull probably right here on this rock here. They said a lot of people can see it. Some people don't really make it out to be a skull, but I sure did, and we got a good picture of it there. And then we go along, there's the next one. But right after that, if you look back there in that cave, you might be able to see the ghost that's looking out at you. But see, I zoomed in on him. You see there's an old, it looks like an old sailor probably looking out at us. I can't tell if he's rubbing his mustache or what he's doing, but he was sure in there looking back at us. And they did talk about that on the tour. Some people do see the ghost, and some people actually catch a picture of it. And sure enough, old Uncle Dave was lucky enough, I guess lucky enough, to catch a picture of that ghost. And I had to share it with everybody, so now you get to see and kind of make a judgment on whether you think it's a ghost or not. But we continue our trip down the bluffs. Like I said, it was just breathtaking to see back in there and see all these things and how it happens.
Still gonna stand right here. Yeah. You see it?
one scary cavern back in there. They said that whoever's went back in there and investigated that has never come out. So I'm not sure how many people they said has went back there and looked to see where that hole in that cave goes there to, but whoever's went in there has never come out to tell about it. Anyway, it was a nice story, you know, we had on the boat, and it's a good thing to think about. But anyway, we continued on our tour. You know, we went on back around and seen the different areas and stuff. And it's like I said, it's just breathtaking going up and down October, you know, seeing the bluffs and everything. It's just amazing how, like I said, the erosion and time and those trees that are hanging up there and watching where the rocks fall in. And then we run into the harbor seals once again. I mean, it's just kind of amazing to see these rascals. They're out sitting down on there. They're trying to sun themselves. Wasn't a lot of sun, but like I said, it's out the cool water. And it was just amazing to see them. They talk about, you can see them here as they bob up and down with their nose sticking up like that. They're actually resting. They're kind of sleeping, but they got to breathe, so they go with their nose up, so they stay out. But you see a couple of them, they raise up and look at us. But there is a bunch of them here. We're not sure how big of this, I guess maybe pod of seals it's called. But these are all harbor seals, and there's sure a lot of them there, right there in that in the Bar Harbor area. Uncle Dave fans, we're coming toward the end of the cruise here. We're getting back toward the harbor and just finishing up just a few more pictures here and just a few more shots of just how amazing it is along that on that cruise. We're in Bar Harbor, Maine. We went out with the Acadian Nature Cruises. All right, Uncle Dave fans, I hope you liked that video. We enjoyed it. I said, just something else to do when you're out there. If you're in Maine, like I said, besides the Acadian National Park, right there, we're in Bar Harbor, so they got the nature cruises down there, Acadian. They also offer some other cruises too, so you can look them up. They're on the web. But we had a wonderful time. I probably think you saw the ghost. Like I said, we talked about it. Looks to me like an old sailor of some sort, but who knows? But anyway, God bless you. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next thing from Uncle Dave.